Hello heroes and welcome to my challenge run of Elden Ring, where we try and beat the game as Miss Death. Now we've already beaten Dark Souls 1 as Death, Dark Souls 2 as the Reaper, and Dark Souls 3 as the Grim Reaper, but now it's Death's wife's turn to take on Elden Ring. But Death is kind of vague, so what does this entail? Well, when you picture Death, what do you think of? Of course, a skeleton garbed in black robes wielding a scythe. Scythes are our only melee weapons we're allowed to use. Black robes are our only armor we're allowed to use. And while I will allow some skeletal gear, it either has to be skeletal robes or a skeletal scythe. I'm not going to go out of either of those two categories. And I feel like Death does have access to some dark magic, so I'm going to allow hexes as well. But since Elden Ring doesn't have hexes, I'm going to allow the Rancor spells in the base game and the putrescent spells in the DLC. But that is all. This is going to be a challenge. Bring it on. Hello heroes and welcome back to episode 4. Today we're going to be following Fear's storyline. Now, up until now I have completely ignored her. We haven't even let her give us her obligatory hug yet. And we've actually progressed all the way into the area where you finish her questline. So all we need to do now is follow all the initial steps to get her to move locations, and we are set. But why are we doing Fear's storyline? Well, of course, she gives us the Mending Rune of Death if we are able to complete it, which allows us to do the Death ending, which of course, as Miss Death, we definitely need to do. And even though we've got the Skeleton Mask and the Miss Death Scythe, we still don't have the black robes, and completing the storyline is also going to give us access to some black robes. Finally, nearly 10 hours into this playthrough, finishing this questline will actually give us some black robes. That is going to finish off the build real nice. Hell yeah.
Well, the scythe is still great. The scythe is still great, chat. The spells, not so much.
Speed running through Fear's storyline, we get the fingerprint blade, we give it to Ranny for the inverted statue, we place the inverted statue on the pedestal, which inverts this entire area, which I never really understood how that works, but progressing through that allows us to get the broken curse mark. Then we let her hug us several times to progress through her dialogue until she gives us the withered dagger. We give the wig of the dagger to Lord D, and then...
And inside the secret room, oh my god! Fear's King killed him. Death rotted from the inside out. Then we talk to her again. Oh, she's straight up out, chat. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. There we go! 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 Okay, now she's asleep, and we enter her dreams. And now this should be the boss fight. Okay, okay. That is the creepiest way to enter her dreams. Okay, just to be clear, chat, don't offer up this. I recently took like a minus 600 to my health, so if we're getting like one shot by any attacks, there's no way we can beat this guy, but let's see how we go. Yeah, I think we have to level up a bit before we get this guy.
Yeah, that boss, genuinely no joke. It has a static electricity effect that if you stand within a few meters of it, it'll transfer to you and then zap you after 3 seconds. Very frustrating to fight as a melee class. But fighting this boss did make me realize that magic and the Rancor spells, I hate to say this, but they're just not viable. They are just not good enough. I'm really hoping in the DLC the putrescent spells will be, but I'll be honest, I doubt it, so... I officially gave up on the Rancor spells. We're going to spec completely out of magic. I'm going to put all my points back into HP. And for the rest of this episode, we're going to be investing into more faith in order to increase our scythe's damage. Although I do find out later on that due to its descaling, we were only getting 1 per level. So this wasn't the wisest thing to do. But hey, 1 better than none. That's what I say.
Much better.
But even with that much bigger health bar, it still wasn't enough to bring the Mega Dragon down. So I devoted the rest of the stream to killing as many optional bosses as possible to level up.
Oh! The riposte to finish it off? Nice. Wait, does he live that on 1? He lives it on 1! Oh, the stagger? Please kill him. I think I'm going to die to the deathlight if it doesn't. Don't tell me he was on one hit. Oh, we got him. That was actually so clutch. I was literally standing in the death blight, and like the animation for the riposte made it not hit me. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Alright, this guy's a bit of a bastard, but we're gonna have to fight 2-on-1 later on, so we need to get used to him now. It reminds me of Far Cry 4. What about that reminds you of Far Cry 4? Oh, and the riposte massive. Okay, that's how you annihilate phase 1. Holy shit, that had some range. Oh, the bleed! I've got no range to finish him off! Alright, one more. Skadoosh. Yeah, thank God this scythe is so good. Holy shit, that's like the only part of this build that's actually any good. Skitty slain. This is making me want to go and fight Fatty. You know what, chat? I'm gonna go and get that healing upgrade from the church, and then we're gonna go fight Fatty. E.g., one extra large charm, please. Is that a 5? No, that's only a 4. Lower FP consumption of skills. We get 2 more uses. That's actually not bad. That is actually not bad. I think that's worth keeping on. I think that's worth keeping on. That wasn't a riposte! What the fuck? We just got robbed, chat. We got him though. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. How did that hit me? I'm playing on an angle, of course. You could never fight bosses on an angle. Amateur mistake. We got him now. We got him. Nice. Oh god, now I'm pinned in the corner. Flip script. Wait, has he lost his power? That can happen? Is that really only for a limited time? Oh, you got Friday off, bro. Nice. Oh my god, we just glitched the game out. Okay, that time I actually dodged it. I must just be dodging too early. Fucking hell. Really? You did this torrented up? You're a mad lad, bro. I suppose it is horseman on horseman, so it's fitting, right? Oh, I'm so lucky that missed. That would have killed me. Nice! Oh my god. Oh, we just got him.
Literally my least favorite boss in the entire game. Oh, it's not like the fact that he's got like all those special attacks on the back of the horse, is that his fucking horse is a pyromancer that can spit fireballs. Why, Elden Ring?
Nice. One falling star beast down, 1 to go. I can't get it again! I'm getting robbed on these ripostes. I'm actually getting robbed. We got him. We got him. Nice. And golden seed. No.
And with all those bosses and more slain, we were up to about 10 more levels, which I powerhoused into Faith for a little teeny tiny bit more damage. And with that, it is finally time to take on the Mega Dragon boss. Now, this is a endurance fight, if ever there was one. Normally, if you were fighting this boss, you would play him at range in order to avoid his very annoying static lightning ability. But because our range is so terrible and I spec'd out of it, we have to fight him melee. And as you can see, you just constantly get this overlaying shock effect that forces you to pull away. You can never get a good combo going. You can never get like a jump attack, like dodge chain going. Every time the lightning pushes you away and you have to play for time. This is a very long, very annoying boss fight, and this is the only time I've ever actually struggled with it. Normally I do this boss fight like as one of the very last things on my playthroughs if I didn't like kill fear early. You can lock yourself out of this if you kill it early. And I'm always like super OP and I just annihilate it first try. This is the first time I've tried it at like an appropriate level. Actually very difficult. Actually very fucking difficult, especially due to the fact that if you get unlucky and it does an overlaid attack that perfectly times up with when you need to dodge from the static lightning, it's just free damage. So you just have to hope that you have more heals than free damage in the boss you can do. Although luckily, because we were smashing bosses all day, I was quite in the zone, so my dodges were pretty on point. It wasn't like a perfect fight, we weren't getting every dodge, but my dodges were reliant enough that our minuscule scythe damage, you can see, it's so low that it actually doesn't take chunks off the health bar unless we do a jump attack. It takes slivers off, oof. But we did finally manage to whittle it down. Now, this boss does have a phase 2, but it doesn't trigger until an incredibly low level of health. Like, I think less than 25%. This might be the lowest health trigger for a phase 2 of any boss in the entire game, and it is very scary. If any of these phase 2 attack hits hit you, it's game over, man.
Okay, that was surprisingly chill. Uh-oh. Oh, no, 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 no. What are you doing over there, dude? Hello? Hello? Oh, the bleed! Oh, that was an insane time to get a bleed. Nice! Oh, let's go! Let's go! Whew, those upgrades were worth, chat. Those upgrades were worth 90,000 souls. Yes. That boss is so frustrating. Every time you start getting a combo going, it's like, no, 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 wait for the zap, 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 wait for the zap. Ah, that is, whew. Glad I'm done with that. No, I didn't go for the summon there. I didn't go for the summon. They didn't seem to deal any damage before dying because of the like AoE. Right? And right here should be, boom! Fear's robes. Finally, chat. Finally, episode 4, we have some robes. They are white on the collar, which is not great. How light do you need to be to light roll? I'm still on a medium roll. What if I take both of these off? Medium and this? If I take... if I take everything but the like chest piece off, we do get the light rolls. We do get the light rolls. What if I put the headpiece on too, like the matching like light head? We could have just this. That actually covers up the white quite nicely, and that gives us light rolls. That's not bad. That's not fucking bad.
Not bad at all. Fashion souls and light rolling? Hell yeah. And since our armor class was pretty bad anyway, I think taking the longer like light roll frames is definitely the optimal play here.
It's literally a fucking alien. I mean, how cool is that? How cool is that? Oh, Somber Smithing Stone 6 as well. We can actually upgrade our scythe with that. Nice.
And now it's time to put this light rolling build to the test. We're going to see how it goes against Fatty. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, Mustang guys, who the fuck is Fatty? Well, Fatty is, of course, the larger two of the Godskin duo. Now, that is a very difficult double boss we're going to have to fight later on, but I thought, since we've already fought Skinny this episode, we might as well fight Fatty too and get the complete set, right? It'd be crazy not to at this point.
It followed through! Oh my god, it followed through. You absolute bastard. Alright, Fatty, show me what you got. I've already beat your brother Skinny. Now it's over for you. He's actually much more difficult. How long is that flame AoE? It's still going! Where's the rating skeletons? Doing me proud. Oh, I hate that attack so much. Fuzzy Lemon, welcome. Good to have you here, bro. I'm good. Oh, the stagger? Hell yes. I still can't get over how insanely high the stagger is on the scythe. Oh no, not the death roll! Okay, we got the short variation there. That can go a lot longer if you're unlucky. Another one! Oh, I didn't get it in time though. You need to be like right in front of him right at the start. It's going good. Oh, that was a non-optimal jump. If you scroll down on my page, you can see the games I played recently. Alright. Got the death roll! If I run out of stamina and he keeps going, I'm literally screwed. Oh, he stopped just in time, thank God. That's in my bio as well. Come on, one more! Nice! Yeah, easy. That was the same boss on my Magma Oni run that we were stuck on for like a whole stream. Oh, that feels so good the first time.
So it was here I made two shocking revelations. First off, that Rykard is going to be by far the hardest boss in this playthrough, even more so than Radahn, because we can't use the special weapon designed for the boss fight. Oof, definitely going to have to come back and fight this guy last in my playthrough. And secondly, the spell I was thinking of on my Sorcerer was Rykard's Rancor, that you get for exchanging this boss soul, not Death's Rancor. And to my fucking disbelief, even though Rykard's Rancor is the tier 3 version of Death's Rancor, it's counted as a magma spell. No! And with that, I realized I had to let go of the past. We're never going to get any value out of the Rancor spells in this playthrough. Maybe the Putrescent spells. And also, I need to stop leveling up Faith, as 10 points for 10 damage is frankly terrible. So I'm going to spink back even more so into health, as I discover the soft cap is 60, not 50. And the rest of the points I'm just going to chuck into Endurance, as longer combos and more like time to dodge is going to be pretty nice. And of course, it does also increase your equip load, so we'll be able to have more things equipped eventually and still light roll, which would be very nice. I also couldn't decide on what to put in my third ring slot, and I eventually decided to go for something I used in Dark Souls 3 that I actually thought was really good, and that is the Estus Flask Power Increasing Ring. It gives us 20% more, so in 10 Estus, we actually get a value of 12, which is very nice. When we cap it out at 15, we'll get a value of 3, which for one ring is actually insane. I also decided to give my other scythe another try. I was initially planning on dual wielding them and trying to get the tier 3 arsenal charm in order to light roll and have 2 equipped. But while I was upgrading them, I was like, you know what, I'm going to spec into bleed. So I chose 2 random ashes of war and applied bleed with the bleed whetstone, so they proc bleed more often. And to my disbelief, the windmill special ability on the Great Grave Scythe is actually even better at proccing bleed than hitting with 2 scythes. It's actually pretty busted. So I'm going to be trying this for next episode. Grave Scythe, bleed infused, windmill special attacks, proccing bleed like you wouldn't fucking believe. Hell yes. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for today, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you want to be my hero, why not consider subscribing? And if this wasn't intense enough for you, you can check me out on Twitch. We recorded all of this live. And don't forget to tune in next episode when we're going to try out the Windmill Bleed Scythe of Death on the Grand City.